what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah.
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, move on to treat, yeah. Keep listening.
Hello and welcome in to the Thursday edition of your show. It's a very, very special day here. We've been celebrating for a while now. We'll get a little bit more into that in just a little bit. You'll hear some noise in the background, but it all ties into what is going on. My name is Gary. I am your host, and I'm so grateful to have you along yet for another live show originating out of Saskatoon, 4 to 5 p.m., Monday to Friday. It's scheduled viewing. It's what we do, just like we grew up with when we were kids. You get home, you turn on the TV, you know The Simpsons are on, right? That's what you do, and you watch it because it's scheduled viewing, just like this. We also have audio versions of this show, so if you're listening along through that way, thank you very, very much for doing that. As we always say here, you got to be different to stand out, especially in a world full of this. Content creation, non-traditional, but it's slowly turning into the new traditional way. When you can do something different, like go live Monday to Friday, 4 to 5 p.m., it stands out. People notice, and you slowly become the voice of Saskatoon. And that's what's happened here, and we're so grateful. And another great example of those connections being made right here with the five-time award-winning Maggie Cam. Look at her. Hey, girl. She's always getting hidden by those medals. You got to stop winning so many medals, March. There she is. Say hi to the people. It's your Maggie Cam time. The Maggie Cam for our fantastic pals over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. Brooksy made a stop by over there for me earlier today, said hi to Mike, picked up some amazing food for Margaret. Thank you again to her for that. And they have so much more than just the normal foods that you buy for your pets. They have the raw food. If you're looking to change the diet, raw food diet for your dog is all the rage nowadays. They have them there in the fridges right at the back beside the best cleaning station on planet Earth, okay? That cleaning station in the back, second to none. And then you get into the toys section. They have so many incredible toys for your animals to enjoy. Puppy poop cleanup season is here. I know, you know, we're all aware. They have all those cool new tools to get right in there and take care of all the poop that comes along with that. They got the buckle up collars and leashes, all the latest fashions, all the treats you could ever imagine right there in big, giant baskets. It's such a nice, warm, welcoming place. Weekends after hours, they're also open for you with Kirsten, Shar, and or Chris taking care of you there. All of this and so much more ready for you, okay? Thanks to our friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. Margaret, I got to tell you, you didn't seem too amped up for that one. Maybe she's getting a little cocky with her awards. Maybe that's going on. We got LB on the ones and twos today, the face that built the place, my main man. You can hear the background as well. We also got Brooksy in the house, as we have been celebrating. Well, I won't even explain it all right now because CTV's Matt Young gets into it. I do want to just get a quick shout out to let you know, for the first time ever, we are double dipping here at the Dufferin Avenue Media Network studios inside the Sotner Concrete Services Clubhouse. As not only are we going live here on YouTube, we are also live right now over on Twitch, twitch.tv. Oh my goodness, he did it. Oh, man. This is why he's the best in the biz. That's what's happening right now over at that address right there, twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media. The Twitch streaming is going on, and we are celebrating. This is another little hint for you before I give away anything else. I just want to make sure you knew what was going on. You can check that out over on Twitch, and then you can watch them later on the Twitch channel now, as well as LB figured out for us how to capture these videos. So they stick around for a week, so we have a nice video library for you to get in there and enjoy and check out as well. And then I think we're also going to pull some highlights out. The Twitch stream is really heating up, so we're really leading into it, and we're going to get some YouTube videos of all like the cool stuff that's happened with Uncle Brando, as well as with Brooksy and everyone else that we Twitch with. Shout out to my man Smitty on the stream right now too, and Boontis. Boontis is always over there, the old pregnant yak. So a lot of fun, the Twitch stream. Now, before I keep rambling on, we're going to jump right in this. Thursdays, you know we have traditions around here, and I knew I hit it. I knew I hit it one extra time. I was waiting for it. Live. This is what happens when you go live. We celebrate Thursdays with this man, ladies and gentlemen. It's Thursday. I have great news for you. The best part of your Thursday is here. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Young from CTV.
There you
in the
go.
house. He
Hey.
joins us each and every
All
Thursday.
right, all
We
right,
talk
all right.
about awesome stuff.
Yeah, awesome Saskatoon stuff. We talk
Yes.
about, because there's a lot of gamers in Saskatoon, so we talk about video games. We also talk about some local sports. By the way, I love the shirt. Randy Savage, you wanna mess with the Macho Man, Randy Savage? Oh, yeah.
Very good. I love that. Man, this whole network is just
Yeah.
covered with Macho Man.
I love it.
impressions.
I
It's
love
so
it.
fun.
I love it. I love
Well
it. That's
done.
great. That's great. Well, friends, it's good to be here. Finally, it's nice outside. There's
We
no
always say that. We
no
always-
snow on the ground. I'm telling you, I'm not
We
going to jinx
always
it this
say
time.
That's right. You know, eventually we'll get it right.
Well, I think we're there now. I'm looking at the forecast, so that's good. My parents are coming up from the U.S., from Arizona.
Oh, boy.
So when they feel comfortable enough to come up here and
You
there's
know
no
it's time.
snow,
That's
you
the
know,
sign.
we're on the
Like-
other side.
like the
finally.
Pelicans on the
Yeah,
weir, hey?
it's like
Yeah.
the Pelicans on the
That's
weir.
it.
You know.
I
So
gotcha.
there you go. So that's going to be great. But you know what? I was last week we talked about the Sega CD system and how
Yes.
your friend Brando had brought it in. So we did a little bit of a sort of a history expose on that.
Very
I
cool.
still have it at home. I was going to bring it today, but my day just didn't work out. So I'm going to bring it again next week and just sort of talk about what we tried to do to fix it. But in the meantime, I thought this would be really cool because you do Twitch streaming.
We do.
You do.
Hey,
And what games do you do?
so we've defeated.
Okay.
Brando and I play together. We beat Cowboy Kid,
Okay.
River City Ransom, Chippendales Rescue Rangers, Contra 1, Contra 2,
Nice.
and made it to the final boss of Jackal before I died. Humiliated.
Oh.
Horrible.
Do you play any
Horrible.
N64 games?
We do actually stream with Brooksy. Our friend Brooksy is going to be here actually right away. We stream some Super Smash Brothers and
Oh.
Mario Party 3, I believe, on the
Okay.
64.
Well, when you stream your Super Smash Brothers, get out a birthday cake because on this day
Come
in
on.
1999, that's right,
You gotta be
the
kidding
game
me.
itself, Super Smash Brothers, will play a clip, was released. This is good. This is awesome.
Brooksy's going to lose it when
Oh,
she hears
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Whew.
There you go. Oh, whoa, that's the wrong one. I don't know why I have Duck Hunt.
That
play.
duck hunt just wants to go, bro.
I had the Duck Hunt out of the window. So there we go.
it is.
There you
You
go.
know, I've never played
Super
this
Smash Brothers for Nintendo 64. It was released on this day in 1999. Became a huge popular hit right away, and kind of was the catalyst for the Smash Brothers series throughout the Switch and the Wii and that sort of thing.
It's one of the biggest net grossing series of all time.
Oh, huge,
It's crazy.
huge,
I
huge.
never played Super Smash Bros. My entire life until a year ago.
Oh,
In
really?
this very facility,
Wow.
Brooksy brought over her copy and her N64, and that's how I started playing this game.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, thank
crazy.
you, Brooksy, because it is a
Unbelievable.
fantastic game. I
So
know
fun.
I used to spend so much time with my buddies playing it back in the day, and this was when all you had was the big tube TVs, not the flat screens
Yeah.
you got now.
I love those CRTs, man.
There you go.
You gotta
there you
have
go.
it if
there
you're doing
you
the
go.
retro thing,
There
right?
you go. Now, what made this game cool is because it brought together just a whole bunch of Nintendo characters,
Yes.
right? So you had Donkey Kong, you had Yoshi, you had Mario and Luigi, but you also had Link from Legend of Zelda. You had
Right.
Samus from Metroid is in
Yep.
the game. So
Captain
a whole
Falcon
ton of
from
Captain
F-Zero.
Falcon. That's
and
right.
my personal guy that I always go, the kids call it your main, my main, Ness. from
Oh,
Earthbound.
Ness, there you go. I think Star Fox.
Yes, also
Fox,
in there.
That's
Yes, he
right.
is.
Star
Fox
Fox is
McCloud,
in the
you
game.
betcha.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that's what made this game super
good.
popular. It
Yeah,
was
they never
really
had
fun.
any crossovers like that before. Hey, this is like
No,
sort of the first foray
Well,
into that.
Mario Kart a little bit for Super Nintendo, but this was
Not
the
like
first.
this.
Now this game won an IGN Editor's Choice for Best Fighting Game.
Doesn't surprise me in the
It
least.
was a fighting game with Nintendo
I
characters.
suck at fighting games, so much so that I stopped playing them because I'm so bad at them. This is the first one that I've ever actually understood and was able to play and enjoy.
Well, I was never really great at fighting games. What's interesting is it won an Editor's Choice Award, but this is in an era when you had Street Fighter, you
Oh,
had
yeah.
King of Fighters,
Mortal
you had
Kombat,
Fighters Destiny,
all those.
you had Tekken,
Yeah.
and a Mario one actually won an award. So that gives you an idea of how good this game actually is.
I think that the reason for one of the big reasons is how simple they made. Like you can see the instructions right
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
You can just
yeah.
pick it up and go. All those other games are so hard to do all the moves. This one,
That's
very easy.
that's actually what one of the reviewers said at the time
Yes.
is that it was a very easy fighting game to play, whereas a lot of those other ones you have those extremely complicated moves that you got to try and rip off, and it becomes difficult. So now this was a very high grossing game. It did very, very well. Now, do you have a copy of Super Smash Brothers?
I do.
You do have a copy
I
of it.
do.
Okay, so well, no surprise because you played on Twitch. Now, if you were to find a copy of this game today, a cartridge would cost you about between $40 and $60, maybe $70, $80 if it's in really good shape. But if you want a brand new copy, if somebody actually had one and didn't open it,
Wait for it. Here we
according to
go.
VG price charts, you're looking at $3,000.
That's insane.
For a brand new
Mint
copy,
condition,
a mint
10
condition.
rating, yeah.
There you go, Super Smash Brothers, and there are some out there that are still out there
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
the
package.
collectors love them.
Or the store owners at the time, they kept them in the box.
Put one away in the back. Just
Put
in
one
case.
away in the
Yeah.
back, and
Like
we're
that
down one on the inventory. I don't know where it went.
I'm
So
sure
there you
that's
go.
happened to numerous times.
100%. So, and the music was great because you had Nintendo music in this
All
game,
the
right?
themes are in there,
Like
man.
right now, this is The Legend of Zelda, but yeah.
Oh, my cup's inside. I washed my cup.
Oh man, I should have brought it. There you go. There
When we
you
come
go.
back from this previously recorded segment, I will have my cup, and I will display it proudly.
It'll be magically there, folks.
Absolutely.
So there you go. So that's Super Smash Brothers. Happy birthday to
that.
Super Smash Brothers. Thank you, Nintendo, for creating
Yes.
Super Smash Brothers. Now,
By the way, the Twitch stream, Dufferin Ave Media. That's
Dufferin
where you
Ave
find us
Media.
on
Dufferin
Twitch.
Ave Media.
It's cooking right now.
There you go.
It's like the Hansel.
There you
of
go.
All these Twitch
I
streams.
love
So
it.
hot right now.
I
Yes.
love it. I love it. That's a good way to promo that. That's good. Now, next, I don't know if you stream this. I don't know if too many people would stream this game, but it's a I want to say a legendary Nintendo game that everybody remembers, and that is in 1984, 41 years ago, Duck Hunt was released for the NES. Hence why we had the music playing, because I
That
kind of had it all
dog, man.
queued
How
up.
many times
So-
did you try to shoot that dang dog?
and you know what? And here it is right here. So basically,
Look at him snicker.
this was kind of one of your first big shooter games,
Yes. With
right?
an actual laser
with
gun.
a gun that you would point at your TV.
I got one over here. Keep going.
Oh, you got it? So this game right here, everybody remembers it if they grew up back in the 80s, Duck Hunt. You could play with one player. There's actually also a two-player mode where you can, the second player, a lot of people don't know that they can actually control the duck that's trying to get away from the hunter. So Duck Hunt was released, and it was your basic shooting game. And here you go. This is what.
Did you know that about the game? Did you know that you could do the two-player thing?
I
had no
didn't
idea.
realize that till like I'd
Yeah.
owned the game for
had
like
no clue.
5 years.
No clue.
Right?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, by the way, just YouTube.
Ignore
so they
that,
they
yes.
forced us to play an ad. There you go. All right, there you go. He got us. But yeah, a lot of people don't know that the second player can control the, which I actually kind of found a little bit fun because I was trying
Well, yeah,
to
if
try
someone
and
doesn't
deke out
know
your
about
buddy.
it, too, right? Like if they don't know and
You're
just sort of
sitting behind them, and it's like,
Yeah.
man, that duck is really
That would've
good.
been
It's
cool,
like,
yeah.
wow.
It's like
And
he
then-
knows where I'm going.
it's like so one day it was my buddy Andrew that actually told me about this way long time ago. I was like, wow, that's cool. So this was the guy, and it was shooting games had kind of been around, but they really weren't that they weren't that aesthetically pleasing. They weren't that good. The Nintendo with the gun was the first company that actually did it right, and Duck Hunt was one of the first games.
With these apples, this says 1985 on it.
Yeah.
Was it the gray one first or the orange one
You
first?
know, I think it was the gray one.
I thought
but
so
I
too,
don't
because I had a gray
know.
one growing up, and I don't even remember having these. And then all of a sudden, they showed up everywhere. These
Yeah,
orange ones.
and I think I'm gonna double check. Maybe one day we'll do one where we can do like sort of the history of
That'd
all
be
the
fun.
guns for Nintendo.
Yeah, and the games too, like
And the
Hogan's
games.
Alley. Hogan's Alley was a great
exactly,
game that I really enjoyed.
exactly. Oh yeah,
Display that,
there
eh?
weren't a ton of games that used the gun, but this was one of them. And then the other one was clay shooting.
Yeah.
Do you know what clay shooting is?
You know, I went on a stag in Rock Glen for my main man.
They
little-
look like
little stag group.
frisbees.
Orange frisbees. I'd never done pigeon shooting in my life,
Okay.
and we were out there for the stag in the middle of this like farmland, and
Yeah.
they had a pigeon shooter,
Uh-huh.
and I took one shot with a shotgun. One shot, went up, nailed it.
Yeah.
Said thank you very much, boys. Retired 1,000%.
And is it?
They're orange pieces of clay, and they just shoot out, and then you just track it and shoot it.
Oh, that's what it is.
That's it.
I never knew what clay shooting was for the longest time.
They
I
call
thought
them,
like
clay pigeons.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
think.
So you
Again,
could
I'm not a
also
big-
do
I'm
clay.
not a big gun guy.
You
I don't
know,
know
well,
much about
I'm not a huge guy, but
Yeah.
but you could play. There's a clay shooting game that
And
you could
that's what it
play.
is. It's exactly.
That's
like
exactly
that.
right.
Yeah,
That's
it.
exactly right. That's exactly right. So
Very cool.
So happy birthday! 41 years
Amazing.
ago today, we had Duck Hunt, 26 years ago today, we got Super Smash Brothers, and our lives were much better for it.
What a great day this has been over the years.
And now we're streaming it live. So there you go.
Amazing.
Some big video game anniversaries here, and check out the stream. And if you play Super Smash Brothers, saying happy birthday today.
That's right.
You got to do that with
we will.
Brooksy.
I think we're actually streaming today. I'm going to tell her we have to.
There you go. There you
know
go.
who else has a big day coming up?
Yes, the Saskatchewan Rush. They got a big day coming up.
Playoffs.
Remember Jim Mora? Playoffs.
I just hope we can win a damn game.
Win a game.
I played that clip probably over 5,000
Oh,
times.
man, it's a
When I
classic.
was on the radio, that's all I did.
It's a
Anytime it was
classic.
playoff season, boom. I had
Playoffs. Hockey. Yeah,
So
you
fun.
can do that. There you
So
go. Well, the Saskatchewan Rush, big game. It's going on this Saturday, and they're the number 2 seed. They got a good shot. They're gonna have the towels going, right? They're passing out the
gonna be
towels.
mayhem
So it's gonna
in
be
that
it's gonna
building.
be crazy at
It's gonna be
SaskTel
nuts.
Center, and I think the Rush will win. I think they're gonna get to the final. That Buffalo team is really good.
Yeah.
So that's the team I'm kind of worried about. But I think the Saskatchewan Rush can make it to the final. And then, do you got a pony in the Stanley Cup playoffs race?
You know, I'm an Oilers guy.
There you go.
I thought they were going to
Yeah,
just come in and
it's
take
been
care of
tough
stuff.
first couple games.
Not even that. It's been sort of horrifying to see.
Yeah.
Because they go, 2.5 periods of playing the worst hockey you've ever seen,
Right.
and then they make it close by playing some of the best hockey. And
Right,
they're showing
yeah.
that potential, but they're just falling
Yeah,
off the
there's
side.
like flashes
Yeah.
of brilliance there.
So it's either like their next game 3, they're down 2-0 to the Kings. Game 3 is going to be like,
Boy,
do or die.
it's big
Do or die,
because
yeah.
you go down 3-0. It's pretty rare you come back.
Exactly.
It's they're back at home,
That's
so
the big
that's
thing.
good. So
We'll see
that's
how
good
that all
for.
goes. What about you? You got a team?
My team was terrible this year. I'm actually a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, so we're out.
You've had a good run.
We
You're
had,
okay,
but we
yeah.
won a few times. We've
Yeah.
won some cups. Sidney Crosby paid off. So I had to find a team to cheer for. Of course, I'm going to cheer for a Canadian team. So I'm going to cheer for the Winnipeg Jets.
There you go. I
They're
like
kind
that
of my
move.
favorite
Yeah.
Canadian team. My grandfather grew up there. We used to go there a lot. And like
They're fun to cheer for, too.
And they like the Oilers have won. They've never won, and it's like. You have a lot of people, they hate the Maple Leafs, right? There's a lot of people who don't like the Canucks because of the Stanley Cup riots. And it's kind of hard to just hate Winnipeg in hockey. Like, in football, we absolutely go Riders.
Hell
But in
yeah.
hockey, it's like, okay, they had to fight hard to get their team back. and
Another
it's
big
a lot
thing
of
for that,
adversity.
too. Last year when the Panthers won, their head coach, Paul Maurice, was a longtime coach for the Winnipeg Jets.
That's right, that's
and
right.
The first thing he said was, next year, I hope the Jets win it.
There
Making
you
sure,
go.
Like, even
Well,
a coach on another team wants the Jets to win.
Yeah,
That's
so
how
I mean,
bad they want
it's
that.
sort of like that hockey team that you just can't hate because they lost it and then they got it back and the fans and the whiteout. So I'm hoping the Winnipeg Jets can do it. We'll see. I mean, we'll see how Toronto does. We'll see how Montreal does. I like to throw in a Leafs joke that the Leafs will be booking a tea time soon, like they usually do. Can I get one more Leafs joke in
course,
there?
you can.
Right, just one more. They're a lot like the Titanic.
Uh-oh.
They look great until they hit the ice. I'm sorry, I had to say that one in there. Well, okay, but maybe they'll do well. Hey, look, any Canadian team at this point that you win the Stanley Cup, I'm happy because
Get that cup
1993,
back
man,
here,
I was
yeah.
like 9, 10 years old.
Ridiculous.
Anyway, so Stanley
Very
Cup
sad.
playoffs going on, but if you can get down to SaskTel Center for the Rush this weekend, it's going to be hopping. It's going to be
Hell
hopping.
yeah, brother. Okay, anything else?
I think
Riders,
that's it. Riders training camp is coming up in a couple weeks,
Yeah.
right? So that's going to be huge. So get ready for that at Griffith Stadium, and then
we're slowly easing
and
into
then
that.
and then in May you start to get to the Rattlers and the Berries, and I'm interested to see the Rattlers. I think they'll have a good team this year.
think so, too.
They were competitive in a lot of games last season, and we'll see how the roster shakes down. But I think the Rattlers, they're in for a couple of big wins and could make a playoff run too. And hopefully, if they can do well and win at home and go on the road and get a couple of road wins, it kind of puts you in that opportunity to jockey for position in the playoffs. So the court case is going to be starting soon for the Saskatchewan Rattlers, and then it's the Berries. But this weekend, it's Go Rush, go baby, and hopefully they can move on to the semifinals and the playoffs.
Matt Young from CTV, making your Thursdays great again, my friend. Thank you so much. Always appreciate it. Have
Love
a great
it.
week. We'll talk to you next
You
week.
too.
There you go. The best in the biz at what he does, just like with those transitions from LB. Absolutely perfect. CTV's Matt Young, always crushing it each and every Thursday here. And you heard the news. A very, very big happy birthday to Super Smash Bros. As we were just streaming live over on the Twitch stream. And when I say we, I don't mean just myself. No. We are now joined by one half of the Past Our Bedtime podcast, debuted a couple days ago, right here on the Dufferin Avenue Media Network. Before I get to you, though, I just want to get this up here because we're talking about it. That's where you can find the Twitch stream. Twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media. Check us out. A lot of fun. We got stuff posted on there now. It's very, very good. And I get to go like this and say, all right, Mr. Twitchy, get on out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Brooksy!
Yay.
Oh,
That was a cool transition.
that's four corners right there. The four-corner transition. How are you feeling? Freshly off crippling defeat by
I don't know.
yours truly.
No.
I don't
Lots
know how to
of
pose with
the people who were there know that I slam dunked you like 6 times into your death.
all the proof's there. It's all recorded. You can go check it out.
Anyway, we were talking about past our bedtime.
Hold on.
Anyway.
Before all that, Super Smash Bros. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
We talked about it.
See,
since
I
he's
should
that
have
young a
won
man.
before coming on the stream, so I would have been more cheerful.
Didn't think of that. You really didn't think. Yeah. I was wondering why the tone changed so fast, but that makes perfect sense.
I died.
Okay, we'll get back into that. First, tell me about what you just mentioned, Past Our Bedtime.
Past Our
Joining
Bedtime.
the network, debuting. So much fun.
Yes. So it's up. It's on. Dufferin Ave Media Network. You can watch our very first one. And just
a good
a
one.
little detail you should know.
No, it's good. I listed it on my phone. It was
No,
fine.
I'm gonna say it's a year old.
Oh,
So it
that's
might,
okay.
yeah. So it might seem like it's from a long time ago. Because it
That's
is.
good, Yeah.
And yeah,
New ones are still coming on your channel too.
new ones are coming on our channel and more are coming on Dufferin Ave Media Network every Monday at 5. So right after this show, you can go and watch that show.
I did post it on my personal thing too because I was very excited. I
Oh.
said, very, very happy to have these ladies on board.
So nice. So yeah, that's what we got going on. And Gary was going to tell me that the sound didn't sound that bad. He was saying,
On my phone.
as long as you don't listen to 2 different speakers,
Yeah, you're good.
you're good.
Little mix.
And the sound fixes itself later on.
There's been a growing, not growing pains, but there's been a lot of growth.
You
with
can
the show.
you'll see
Yeah,
throughout the
very
whole
cool.
entire show as we
Very
grow and learn how to do YouTube and podcasting. So
We also got LB on the ones and twos today, and I just realized LB's mic isn't going to work because we still have the 4th mic set up. But LB loves Duck Hunt.
yep.
Big, big fan. 1984 came out this day as well. So we got Super Smash Bros. And we got Duck Hunt. Now, LB, did you know that you could use the second controller and guide the ducks? Did you know that? Yeah, crazy, right? So apparently when you're playing Duck Hunt, if you were like sneaky, you could go get the second controller and you could control the duck. So you can mess with whoever's trying to, and then the stupid dog goes, and they want to shoot the dog. You know how it all goes? I shouldn't be pointing a gun even if it is a Nintendo Zapper.
I don't actually. I've never played it. I've only played it like in arcades. I never had one growing up.
So you look at this. You look at this. and
Nobody's
you say,
asked me to play.
Oh my God, we got to stream Duck Hunt. We're gonna stream Duck Hunt. It'll be fantastic. We grew up.
I'm only a
Hogan's
Smash
Alley
Bros.
was another game that we played a lot. You got the oil barrels going up and you shoot the guys. Like there's so many. So have you ever held a Nintendo Zapper before?
No.
Oh, bro.
Here's my
So if you
virginity.
want to get a little idea of
Sorry.
what growing up as little Gary was like, I still do have a very, very active imagination. And it helped me as a child where I would put my power glove on one hand. Power glove, just like Lucas, is so bad. So bad. Power glove, the wizard. And then my other hand, I'd have my zapper. And then I'd go around the house and I'd be, power gloving guys, zapping guys. The original zapper was gray. And then I think they were scared of comparisons to real guns or something like that. That's when they came out with the orange version. This was 85. So this isn't an original zapper, but
Can I touch it? Whoa.
yeah. Don't look down the barrel. Jeez,
I know how to use a gun.
I can tell.
I don't actually.
Yeah.
It sounds loud. Like that's all you hear.
That sounds too, yeah. And then it goes. "Du-du-du-du-du-du." And then if you miss the ducks, then the dog comes up and goes, hee, and then you get more angry.
It's fun. I like
You
it. I
don't-
want to try it.
You're not showing it the respect. it
I
deserves,
wanna
so
try
take
it.
away. We will. I think we'll stream. We'll get LB in there. We'll have a nice little duck hunt stream.
There's only
That'll be
one
very,
gun.
Very fun.
Can you do it to more than one player?
I don't think there's. Yeah. Yeah, it's not co-op.
Oh,
So
okay.
we can keep score. It'll be actually really fun.
Actually, it
happy birthday
will
to
be.
Duck Hunt. Happy birthday to Super Smash Brothers. Now you have. I was telling Matt Young, this copy that we have here,
Mm-hmm.
this N64 that we have here, this was your own personal game and your own personal system.
Yes.
That's the first time I've ever played Super Smash Brothers in my life. And now
Yeah.
we're out here streaming all the time. Like, I don't know how I got into it. What was it that got you into loving the game? Was it just that you were playing at the daycare when you were growing up? Or
Yeah.
was there like anything else that was like,
Well,
I have to play this game?
I was an only child, so my best friend was my N64.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as much fun when I was by myself, but when you're in a group setting, like here, we played a lot.
Gets crazy.
It's a lot of fun. So me and my friends would just rage in the basement of my daycare lady's house and play that over
Dude,
and
would
over
she ever come
again.
down and yell at you guys for like death threats and the such?
No, we had a game room that she set up for us, which was really nice. And it was like this empty like room that had nothing but a TV and the game thing. So we'd all sit on the floor.
Sounds like a break time room for when the babysitter needed a little nappy poo. There it is. See, look at him. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Means I'm saying he's supposed to chase him out. Go, pew, 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 pew.
Oh,
And then he comes up and he goes, ba-da-da, ba-da. And then if you miss, hopefully this guy misses one. Maybe
how
he
does it
missed
know
one.
if you miss or not?
Light
Like,
gun. So those little squares, see how a square shows up on it?
yeah.
The entire screen is covered in those squares. And the light gun just hits one of the squares. And if the duck's in the square, when you shoot it, you get him.
But how does it know that?
Science, bro. It's science. You think I know how that works? It's a light gun.
No, but
Light gun
like,
technology. Here we go. Hold on. I'm going to swing it. Swinging it. Bring it in.
So basically, the light gun actually detects a reflection off of that square, and it's the light gun that detects whether or not you've hit it. It's not the screen.
oh,
So the light gun shoots like a little thing of light, and then it reflects, like, I can't remember exactly how it works,
so
but basically it's like the reflection, and then yeah.
when I was at laser tag, they said that we shouldn't shoot our lasers at their TVs because it would wreck their TVs. Why doesn't this wreck the TV?
Because it's not a laser.
The light gun.
Hold on, real quick. Why do you love the game so much? Why is it one of your favorite games?
Because you get to use guns.
Oh,
And it's like a real gun.
Yeah,
Wow.
that feels cool. I'm assuming most boys were like me, where they would use the gun away from the system almost as much as, yeah, exactly. Toy gun.
running around with the with the gun around the
And
house.
the power
not just
glove
in
really
fancy.
brought it all together. I was quite the cool looking kid. Anyways, video games. Celebrating today. Very exciting. I'm loving, we're getting a little bit more into that with Young from CTV, the whole on this day type of thing. And, you know, coming up, when you're in the media biz like I used to be, you're bombarded with, hey, it's Pie Day. We've had this speech a million times. Make sure you ask everyone, what's your favorite pie? Hey, it's National Hot Dog Day. What's your favorite condiment? Like all those things. Like, oh, it was just the bane of my existence. I hated it so much because it was so unbelievably unoriginal and they're forcing it on you. When it comes to stuff like this on this day, when we're celebrating video games that are freaking awesome, I can get behind that.
You get behind that.
I can get behind celebrating games on their birthdays.
Birthdays.
Yeah. Sorry, Garfield's just looking at
Games
me.
and people.
Very cool.
Games and people. Birthdays.
That's the way to do it. How are you doing? How have you been?
Good. 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 Good.
Any
Good.
visits to the zoo? Have you went to see your friend Peter the
Prong.
pronghorn?
Peter
Pronghorn.
Yeah, I did. I went and saw Peter Pronghorn on Tuesday. We
How's he
took
doing?
good. We took my stepmom to the zoo for her birthday. Happy birthday,
Happy birthday,
Joanne!
stepmom!
Yes, and she wanted to see Peter, and they had fed Peter. This is how much Peter loves me. Okay, they had fed him, so he was in the house, way, way on the other side of the field. Okay, and we could see their little butts in their little troughs, and we saw the people drive away on the other side of the fences, and he had to walk all the way around to get
So
to
you're
where.
far away.
Yes. So he's eating, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if he's going to come if he's eating. And Emma's yelling, Peter, Peter. Emma's yelling as loud as she can. And I was like, I don't know if he's going to come. And then I just waited till she was done yelling. And I said, Peter.
No.
And he sprinted towards me. My stepmom was laughing so hard.
Did you
She's
have
like,
treats in your
no way.
pocket?
No, it just loves me. It literally, I think it imprinted on me as, honestly. I don't know.
Imprinted on you?
Imprinted. I'm its mate.
Interesting.
I don't know, but I love him.
You're always getting a little crazier by the second. Okay.
Okay, I don't actually know why he loves me so much.
Well, you're a
but
lovable person. I
He
get it.
like left his food
Yeah, for you.
and sprinted, and the other one, Paul, I name him, he stayed there. He ate his food. He's like,
You probably ate Peter's food. too.
probably, and Peter
You
gave it up
cost Peter his lunch.
for me. Yeah,
True love.
I know, but he got to lick. He licks the inside of my palm, and then I rub his face like this, and he has the cutest little nose. Yeah, he's a cutie.
We're going to get back to that. I just saw our friend on the back screen here that reminded me. It's time to do a little live read.
Yes, up there.
My man. Get pre-approved before you shop. The housing market's heating up and homes are selling fast. If you're serious about buying, get pre-approved. Getting pre-approved isn't just smart, it's essential. Mobile Your Rente with TMG, the mortgage group, will help you know exactly how much you can afford so you can make strong, confident offers. With access to multiple lenders, he'll secure the best rates and terms for you, making the process simple and stress-free. I love stress-free. Stress-free
No
makes me
stress.
so happy. Don't lose out on your dream home. Get pre-approved today. Mobile Your Rente. Mortgages made simple. Give them a call or text them anytime. 306-370-5804.
Nice.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is a live read. It's a way for us to showcase not just you and your business, but what you're about and how you go about doing the things that you do. It's a great way to speak to the city, to Saskatoon. And we say all the time, we're hyper-local. We are the voice of this town. If you want to get in on that market, if you want to be heard, it's very simple to do. All you got to do is just send us a little email. You going to sing with me, or are you just going to leave it alone?
You need to start it, and then I'll sing.
All right.
Because I forget it.
Yeah, it's fun. It'll come back. Look at that.
This is the email. Something about a theme song.
Floating head.
I just have eyes.
I can't quite do it. Either way. Send an email to contact@dufferinav.com. That is the email. This is the
Theme song. I don't actually know it at all.
Pretty good. Yeah, it was good. You hit like 4 words.
I'm like, I know I'm like
Can you at least send this thing? Or
when
is it too
there's a
far?
rapper song and I'm like only rapping the last word of every sentence.
We're going to go on 3. 1, 2, 3. Get out of here. Tell me more about your rapping skills.
I'm not a rapper, but it's just like, you know how like.
That's not true. She does rap every single word to that Lizzo song.
Yeah, I do.
Every word. It's like, where is this coming from? We also got a website, by the way, Royal Anders. Are you going to do it? Go for it. Show the people.
What? That I know Lizzo?
Yeah.
I just
Lizzo
took a
song.
DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that. Even when I'm crying crazy and
then
I
she
got
doesn't
boy
stop
problems,
once you
that's the
get her
human in
started.
me.
It's-
Bring, bring, then I saw him. That's a goddess in me.
Doing this situations.
Could have had a bad,
thought she was gonna
not
stop doing
committal. Helped
Take
you
your
with your
time.
career just a
You can
little.
see her be like, I probably
Anyway.
should stop now, but I'm going to keep going.
Okay, I also know the Fergalicious one. That's like every time I turn around, bros turn around, always looking at me up and down. If I'm, I just want to say I don't want to turn around. No drama,
This would
little
be a
mama.
good
I don't want to
promo.
take you man. I know coming up
This
just
would
a
be
little
fun.
bit because you know,
No,
like
you don't want-
keep on repeating all the
No,
voice.
put
One,
it out
two,
there.
three.
We'll see what people think.
Try.
Maybe Brick's gonna
Albie doesn't like
join that.
anything I do.
Maybe-
He's like the anti-Wendy promo. Like
You guys are very yin and yang, for sure. I hear what you're saying. I definitely get you.
Oh, anyway.
That's going to be a great promo. Thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
This might get you into that rap group that you're trying to start
The rap group.
/ and or join.
When I used to drink, I could throw down a good random rap, like about things that were happening in the moment.
Thank goodness we're not talking about that today. As we are celebrating video games, we're talking about the zoo. Have we gotten any closer to getting more involved with our friends over at the zoo?
No, not yet.
Slowly but surely?
No, because I sent them an email, but then shortly after they had like a Easter hunt for like a couple days
well,
straight.
It gets busy, yeah.
And then for the hunt, you go around the whole zoo and you find letters.
Oh, that's fun.
We did that on Easter, and then you have to scramble the letter and then send them an email of what the letter is to be put in a prize. And it's the exact same email they gave me. So now I feel like my email's washed away with all the people who are
Let's send
guessing.
another- That's okay.
So I'm gonna send another one, but
It's very important to stay on things like this because we just finished talking about it. We make connections with businesses and with places in this city. And we don't want anything in return except to help you. And however that works out, wherever that goes down the road, it all starts with just wanting to help each other. And it's very simple. It's very, very easy, but that's why it works so well. So to our friends at the Saskatoon Forestry Farm,
Forestry Farm,
we love you. Thank you for all the amazing animals, and especially for Peter, the pronghorn alpaca.
pronghorn, alpaca. He's
Alpacas
actually
are fun.
mostly related to the giraffe, which is weird because he looks
One of
nothing
my
like
other
it.
favorite animals. I love giraffes.
What's
Oh,
your
I
favorite
love it.
animal, actually?
Sasquatch.
That's not an animal. What's your
That's what
favorite
most people
animal?
say. The Sasquatch.
Okay, what's your second favorite animal?
Loch Ness Monster.
What's the third favorite? His laugh. What's your third favorite?
Probably a giraffe.
Okay, so giraffe's
I
your
also love
favorite animal.
Elephants.
I love.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my top.
Elephants are pretty sweet.
I used to be my number one, but now pronghorns.
Ah, the Yeti.
Yeti.
Yes, Yetis. Too cold though, eh?
What about mermaids?
Yetis are just cold Sam Squanches, I think. Mermaids are awesome, but clearly they're not real. You're gonna throw mermaids in with actual
Bro,
physically seen with our own eyes,
80% of the ocean has never been
Yeah.
seen. Mermaids are basically aliens down
Guess
there.
what? Yeah. You can say anything. Little tiny.
You've never seen a
little tiny
Sam
troll people. They're
Squatch.
probably at the
Sam Squatch? How do you say it?
Sam Squatch.
Sam Squinch?
Sam Squatch. Have you never watched Trailer Park Boys, bro?
I have, but they're not real.
Well, they call them Saskatchewans. Ricky calls them Saskatch. Watch this documentary on Saskatchewans, Julian. They're crazy.
I've
funny.
never actually seen that episode.
It's a very good one.
Oh.
And then Julian goes over to get Ricky and Bubbles are in the shed, and Julian's trying to get in, and then he's wearing a big bearskin cover on him, so they think he's a Sam Squatch, so they come out and give him put the bats to him. They spend the whole episode, all three of them are duct taped all together. It's a great time.
Oh, no, I've
Check out
never
the
seen
Trailer
that.
Park Boys. Fantastic viewing as we continue here on the Thursday edition of your show. We've checked in with CTV's Matt Young. We've talked about the Twitch stream.
Yeah,
As
that's
it is
fun.
slowly- My man Smitty was on there. Smitty, by the way, this Friday, Uncle Brando and Smitty are going to continue our quest to defeat Star Tropics.
Mm.
Very exciting. I think we got to World 5 a couple of Fridays ago. And Smitty is going to take the reins on that one along with Brando while I am at Heartworks. Very excited. Helping out our friends at the Saskatoon Food Bank
Yep.
and Learning Center. It's an incredible art show. Royal Anders is my emotional support human, so him and I are going to be going there. So that means tomorrow's show, we're going to be here to start it. And then I'm going to roll out around 4:20ish and Uber my butt over to TCU Place to get all set to go for that big, incredible event, helping out our friends at the Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center as well. With all of that, that means Uncle Brando is going to be the one to close down the show, which is very
That's
good.
so
Him and
cool.
Hardcore are going to be going on. And we're still waiting here from a couple more guests. So it's going to be a very fun little different show here from 4 to 5 p.m. tomorrow.
I won't be here.
No Brooksy.
No.
The stream, Smitty's going to show up right after, and then we're going to get the stream going, and then hopefully I will be back in time from Heartworks over at TCU Place to hit that finish line and beat Star Tropics. That's the
Speaking of TCU Place, guess where I'm going next week? Next Wednesday, I think.
SaskTel Center.
No, TCU Place.
What?
But guess what?
How did I not get that?
But guess what? I'm gonna see there.
Fireside Singers.
No, I already told you. It's just weird that
Buck Cherry and what did you say? You're going to see Black Panther. What's his name? T'Challa?
it's Steel
T'Challa?
Panther.
Oh, she remembered.
I know, but I did say Black Panther.
Unbelievable. Have you ever seen them before?
No, and the only song I actually know, I can't sing.
Oh yeah, you can't. No.
But it's like it goes, hey, they're only $25 tickets, bro.
Very reasonable.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I got second row right in the middle.
You gotta be careful. Make sure you
Me and
be
my
careful in there,
me and my
bro.
dad are going, and my dad beat up somebody once at tequilas for me, so I
was gonna
feel
say,
I
that's
feel
good.
pretty safe.
Yeah, because that crowd. Yeah.
Speaking of tequilas, okay, the old club got knocked down, right?
Yes, it did.
There's nothing there but a parking lot, I guess, for the students. But the Manchesters and that
Yeah, it's
Donaire
gone.
place, gone. I drove
had
past
no
it the
idea
other
either.
day, and I was like,
I thought I was lost.
I know. I was like, what are they gonna put here? I need to know.
Do you know what the first thing I thought of when I saw all of that down? I said, "No Manchesters," because Manchester's was a beacon of light and hope for all drunkards around.
Who needed
1 or
alcohol
2 in the
after
morning
after the
when you're
bar?
out of booze, not just alcohol, cigarettes as well.
Yeah.
So you could order a pizza. You could order some, like I would routinely order lasagna, spaghetti, pizza, a 66 of vodka, and 2 packs of smokes for like $120.
Yep.
Right to your door at like 1:45 a.m.
It's the best because
Unbelievable.
Like-
I didn't know how they got away with it. It was fantastic.
yeah, but there was no food there when I was doing it. But we would go to tequilas and then need to go back to my place, and it's all walking distance.
Of course.
So then we would just
Safety
walk
first.
there and get alcohol and then walk to my house.
Yeah,
So
it's such an awesome place.
It's the
Do we
best.
have any, again,
and the
when you're
Donaire
the voice
place.
of this city, you get all the inside info
We
on
ate
what's
at the
going on here.
Donaire place a lot too.
Donaire's are the best.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea about what's going in there?
No, I have no idea. I should have talked
Never
to
mind,
Brad.
I take it back.
Brad,
We don't, okay, we'll
Brad
find out.
normally knows,
Yeah,
but
Brad's our guy.
it would be really cool if
Inside
they
handsome,
just
sweet prince.
if they opened a new like
Laser tag.
restaurant. A restaurant like laser tag. There's laser tag you can do.
Yeah, we
here.
want more laser tag.
You haven't even been to Jurassic
I
Park
want
yet.
all of it. How do you know I haven't?
Because I asked you once and you said no.
Got me there.
You been there?
I went to the neon golfing.
That's It's not the same thing.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. I
Okay,
probably
anyway.
haven't been.
No, because I was telling you that we should go.
Yes.
All of us.
Bonding. Team bonding.
Team bonding.
Bring the whole damn family.
It's so fun, and I'm so good at it.
I'm just scared that LB will like show up with his own specialized laser cannon. and
LB
just
will
demolish
beat everyone, but
everybody.
that's okay. I'll still have fun.
Dude, yeah.
At,
We'll
at
just
laser
let
tag,
him
I can have fun when I lose. At Smash Bros, I can't.
Very, very clear. Very, very clear. Rush games Saturday night. We all talked about that with Matt Young
Mm-hmm.
for CTV. Are you guys heading out to the big game?
No, we will not be going. I don't know why. Actually, it's this weekend because our weekend's really busy. Actually, that's why.
That's fine. Like you're allowed
But-
to not go. It's all good.
We are. Well, Brad doesn't know this yet, so if you're watching, this is what we're gonna do.
Poor Brad.
Saskatoon Berry's home opener is May 31st, so we're
Hell
gonna
yeah.
go to that. We didn't actually make it to a game last year, so we're gonna go this year.
So hold on. You set that up just to be clear. Like you were saying, Brad doesn't know this yet, but you're going to a Berries game instead of the Rush game on Saturday. But you're not. You're saying you're
No.
going to the Berries game on the 31st of May, season opener.
Yeah.
Very pumped.
Yeah.
And you're just too busy for the Rush on Saturday night.
Yeah. I'm very pumped.
The puns are only going to get stronger
Yeah.
as we make our way through this episode.
Are
very,
they?
very good.
I don't know. I don't have very many of those. That was not mine. That was
Are you ready
Obvious.
for the most exciting thing that I just remembered right now that I wanted to talk to you about?
yes.
Living Skies Rehabilitation Center.
I love that place.
We love it so much.
It's when I saved the bunny.
Saved the bunny. We saved was it a duck over on Roost Street that I had? You hooked me up with them.
Oh yeah,
I think it was a duck or some
Yeah.
sort of.
I
or
saved a bird.
Yeah, very cool.
2 or 3 birds there now too.
Simon Hyatt, member of the All the Way Around table, each and every Wednesday right here on your show. Talked to us yesterday. We had Callum in here as well, the great Seahawk from Recovery with Cal, coming soon, as well as the Water Sliding Bros, a beer review show, seasonal show. We were talking about Staying Wild. It's a TV show on City TV. Airs on, I believe, Monday nights.
Mm-hmm.
He has written 2 episodes for this show. It's called Wildlife Rehab in the United States. It's on Nat Geographic
Oh,
or Nat Geo World or Wild or whatever. Has different names. But Living Skies Rehabilitation has its own show. It's a TV show on TV that you can watch that my dude that was sitting right here yesterday in that exact chair you're sitting in wrote.
so it's
The
just
upcoming
started.
episode is called Blood, Sweat, and Tears, but Simon said it has nothing to do with blood, sweat, and tears.
Okay, when does this start? Like when is
It
there
just
filming?
started like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I was like, I want to see what happened to my bunny.
No. Filming has been going on. This is like the 2nd season.
So
So there's, I believe, 2 episodes have dropped already, and it's a 6-episode run this season.
is there other places to watch it, like on YouTube or something?
I'm not sure. I should have asked that.
Yeah.
I think maybe after
'Cause I don't have-
after the run is done.
I don't have cable.
That's okay. You don't have to whisper that. Most people don't. It's fun. I do because I'm an old person, and I only know what I know, and I only like what I like. I like to turn it on and say sports, and then sports shows up.
Did you know Netflix has WrestleMania Live now?
Yeah, I watched at my brother's house.
It was funny.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And you know, this is very interesting too. Uncle Brando had a full WrestleMania recap for us on Tuesday's show as he filled in for Matt from Other Bands
Oh,
on
really?
the All That Angst podcast. Yeah. And the viewership, it wasn't even in the top 10 for viewers on Netflix over the whole weekend.
Whoa.
They had 2 days of wrestling, 5 hours, 10 hours total of wrestling. Couldn't even crack the top 10.
Oof. It's because they're.
Everyone's saying that it's a very worrisome sign. Everyone's saying, like, I'm talking to everyone. Hey,
It's like
I
you-
read on the internet that it's a very
Gary's
worrisome sign
saying
for
it.
wrestling. But that is a little surprising when you take a look at the whole idea of Netflix.
But did you see what was top 10?
Yeah, it was a bunch of like how to deal with your kids and their mental issues, and like
There's one
tell
about.
your kids not to go on social media or
There's-
watch Netflix. And
there's-
it's like number 2 on Netflix.
There's one about.
What is this?
There's one about a pangolin
Yeah,
that I watched it and I was like crying. It's so
I was
cute.
wondering what the hell a pangolin is.
A pangolin is like 8. Shut up, Elby. A pangolin is an 8
I think I
billion.
speak on behalf of most people right now when I say this.
A pangolin is an 8
Last
million
question.
year old mammal. It like predates the dinosaurs, and they're about to go extinct because
Hold on, is this just a penguin? And you're going like, penguin, ooh.
it's a pangolin,
Oh, pangolin.
and
Okay.
it's like a
Gotcha.
anteater and an armadillo mixed, but it
Super
walks
cute.
like a T-Rex, and and it's just little, and its only defense is to curl up in a little ball, like a really
I've seen
solid
those
ball.
things, yeah.
And he has like really hard like
Yeah, you
scale
can't get through
things.
it. The shell.
Yeah, but they're the most black marketed traded mammal in the world because their scales.
Don't say that it's for penis enlargement.
No, because
Thank
their
goodness.
scales are used for like not modern medicine. The other medicine that's not
Black
modern.
market.
No.
Dark medicine.
No, like
alchemy.
Chinese medicine.
Yep.
That's the thing.
Took me a second.
You were like,
Yep.
is that appropriate?
Yep.
No, it is.
No, that's fair.
and
All these things, whenever I hear these things, it's always like, oh yeah, there's
like
some black
natural-
market for wiener enlargement.
It's like a natural
Do it with
medicine,
everything.
so people use their scales, but then and it's like,
You have to kill them to get the scales?
yes, and it's super usually, it's super usually, and they're cute as all heck.
they are.
It's super hard to like find pangaloos in the wild. Like you barely ever see them. So when
That's
they're
probably how they
caught,
lasted
they
this
can
long.
sell them for so much. But there's an organization that goes out and
Save
finds the
pangaloos.
black marketers and tells them to meet somewhere and then ambushes them and steals the pangaloos.
Yeah.
So the Netflix series is about a baby pangaloo that they rescued from a laundry basket, basically, and how they rehabilitate him to go back into the wild. And they talk about how all these pangaloos each have like a personality and they know all these things. And it's just like, it's so good. But it's sad because at the end they have to like let him go and the guy's attached to him because he's been walking around with his pangaloo for like a year.
That's why I can't watch those shows, man.
Oh, but it's so cute. And I learned so
It's like
much
taking
about
my
them.
Dog. Can't take my dog, bro. You just can't. That's
That's like
my guy
literally
now.
that's
my dude.
what
That's
I was
my
thinking.
pangolin.
That's what I was like thinking about.
You get out there and you find your effing pangolin.
Yeah, and I want to say more, but I won't ruin it. For people, you got to watch the Pangaloo documentary. It's so cutesy. Yeah.
Her name's Brooksy. Co-host of the Past Star Bedtime Podcast. Also right there, you can check it out. Wendy Brooks Media. If you're watching on YouTube, as you get all the visual stuff. If you're listening, there's a nice little banner on the bottom with a picture of her that says Wendy Brooks Media. And then it says on the other side, social media management.
Yeah, because I manage social media.
Very good at it. We had a nice little visit with our very good friend,
Who?
the mighty John Fax.
Oh,
the
yes.
author around him, we call him, like the conductor on Seinfeld. He is the author. And available now, You Can't Stop Love. Audio version recorded right here inside the Tooth Booth. All the love and biggest of shout-outs to our friend Dr. Funkhauser and the Big Tooth on 2nd Ave, Dr. Hausman and Associates. The reason that we have this incredible audio recording booth. You got a book, let us know. We'll hook you up to. It's very, very cool. And he was saying, this is why we bring it up. A bunch of people that listened to the audio version said it's fantastic. So professional. And we both
Ooh.
laughed. Wow, look at us go, hey? Professional. We get that all the time.
It's
around here.
amazing.
Yeah, so it's very exciting. You can check it out. Amazon is where the audio version is, as well as the hard copy. And we're doing some really cool stuff with him as he continues his promotion tour for this book. And looking to head out. Yeah. Every time I talk to him, it's a different place.
Yeah, 50 countries he said he's been to.
It's crazy.
And all like countries that normally people wouldn't go to, but he goes there and debunks how scary it is because it's actually not that scary, people.
Hey, don't give away too much.
That's all.
A lot of the book is about just that, where you're
It's like
told one thing our whole lives, then you go to where they're telling you all this stuff is happening, and none of it's happening. Like, wait a minute.
It's just like how
I just watched a
Yeah.
giant tank murder kids over here. Now this is just kids playing hopscotch.
that
What's
also happens in real life sometimes. You know how somebody will like
Oh,
talk
You
crap.
think? Are you
Somebody
telling
will
me
like talk crap
Some
about
people
someone.
won't believe anything they
Yeah,
read or
somebody
hear
will
from
be
the
like, that
internet?
person's the worst, blah blah blah, and then you go hang out with them, and you're like, something wrong with this person.
You know what
What?
happened? The person probably told that person that they had a hair out of place or
Yeah, something in their
something.
teeth.
That's how the internet
That was
works.
being nice.
What else is going on in your world? We got a couple minutes left here on the Thursday edition before we roll out. Anything
Well,
cool or exciting?
You know, nothing really. Usually I have to look at my calendar to see if I'm doing anything cool or exciting, but no, I got no new news. It's just me living
It's
my
very
life.
strange.
Yep.
I think this is the first time
I got a new
I've ever
client.
asked you this. Oh, here we go. That's fun.
Soup and stuff.
Oh, we knew about this.
I don't
Now,
know if
why
I said
are
it
you
on
so
here though.
pumped about soup and stuff?
Because it's soup
She loves
and I
soup.
get free soup.
Vegetarian.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're a vegetarian, soup is like one of your favorite meals.
No.
Is that correct?
No.
No, I don't mean that in a bad way. I just feel
My
like 'cause
favorite meal.
It's a type of meal that you can have full access to because
Did-
there's so many soups out there that are
but-
made without meat.
But lots of them are made with bone broth.
Oh yeah, no, I get it.
But-
I'm just saying
and
more options.
You
than
know
if
what
go-
I found out at
that?
the grocery store?
Uh-oh.
There's a vegetable soup, right? Vegetable soup has vegetables, has noodles. And then just the other day, I realized that one said vegetable soup and one said vegetarian vegetable soup. And I was like,
Which one did you have?
Why?
Which one did you have?
One does say I've been eating just the vegetable soup for so long, not knowing that it wasn't vegetarian. But the vegetarian vegetable
You're
soup.
telling me that they
Call it
no, I get that, but they don't make a big giant sign that says vegetarian like they do on everything else?
Well, the thing is that
Here we go. I'm excited.
there is.
Okay.
But I thought they were the same soups. They're the same picture. So I was just always grabbing the one that was at the bottom because it's just closer to me. I'm a little short, So I'm grabbing it. It says vegetable, but the one at top that I thought was the exact same says vegetarian vegetable, and I didn't realize for all this time.
That sounds like a racket, bro. Somebody's pulling some strings with that one.
Yep.
How many people do you think ate vegetarian soup thinking they were being vegetarian?
Well, most vegetarians are better at it than I am. They would read the back of the can and see.
So
They're
a little laxy daisy.
I'm a little lax.
That's
My
okay.
vegetarianness. If what I don't know doesn't hurt me.
There you go.
So, but if I know, then I might cry.
That's why we bring her on here, ladies and gentlemen. Brooksy in the house. We got the Twitch stream happening. We were celebrating Super Smash Brothers anniversary, 26 years old today. CTV's Net Young, stop by, let us know about that, as well as Duck Hunt turning 41.
Remember when I was 26?
Was that a couple years ago?
Mm-hmm.
must
What
be
was
nice.
41 a couple years ago for you too?
Yeah. 41 was literally last year. Coming up.
Last
Maybe.
year? I thought it said a couple years.
I'm 42 now.
Hmm.
Am I not? Did I miss a year? It wouldn't surprise me with all the chaos that's going on. I do want to give a huge shout out to
Huge.
Ashley Buckberger and the whole team over at Buckberger Accountants, as I got the email back saying, Mr. Nickel, looks like you might have fumbled your way through your first ever tax season with a business. I'm still waiting for Dawn
Like
to send
fumbled
the
it? Like-
stuff. Oh yeah,
Like didn't do good?
no, I don't know. I haven't seen the results yet.
Oh.
The results are
When
coming.
you say
but
fumble, it's usually
filed.
like you lost the ball, like you dropped
when
the girl.
I say that's a good point. Let me reassess. Looks like you stumbled your way through this.
Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah.
That makes
and
more
boy,
sense.
oh boy, if it wasn't for Kim, shout out to Kim, the greatest bookkeeper in the history of any kind. And yeah, I'm finally about to bask in that glory of making it through your first tax season as a business owner. I don't know how I'm going to
This is
respond. I might just start crying uncontrollably.
This is my third, and I still haven't made it. I still haven't figured it out. So if you're
Don't say that. I'm talking about just getting it in there. Like just
no,
let's do
I
this
can
and
do
move
that.
on. I want to end my first year. I want to start my second year. That's what I want to do.
Oh.
I'm so close. I'm going to get a confirmation email at some point today or tomorrow saying, all right, here you go. And then it's going to say, pay these thousands of dollars. And I'm going to be like, okay, here we go. And then I'll cry.
Yeah, mine. As I'm putting stuff in, it tells me like slowly how much I'm owing. So right now I'm close to like just over around $3,000.
Tax season, man. Like,
And everyone I talk to says I've never paid taxes, and I'm like,
yeah.
whoa,
Sounds like bragging, doesn't it, LD? Around here, we have a 19-year-old and a 20-year-old that have talked more about taxes than I've ever been around in my entire life over the last like 2 months. These guys are tax junkies.
Yeah,
They already want their T4s for next year. I got these TD1s for them to fill out so they can start doing next year's taxes. That's the kind of guys we're rolling with.
No, my taxes are very last minute, and there's so many things I learned. Like I have to collect my gas receipts. Who's gonna tell me that? Who's gonna tell me that?
Not me.
Who's gonna tell me I needed my gas receipts? It sounds dumb because I'm a business owner. I should know that.
Asking me? I don't know.
Who's gonna tell me all this stuff? Nobody.
Brad? Your beautiful, handsome as hell
Yeah.
husband?
Well, he told me this year, so now I
So
can
why
do it
you
for next
asking?
year.
He'll tell you all the way.
But if I didn't have Brad, there needs to
Well,
be
this is why you have
someone.
Brad. That's your guy.
There needs to be someone out there that like teaches taxes. They should do it in school.
Bingo.
Like why don't
Saying
like
that
it's
for
so
years.
there should be a way for them to be like, hey, here's all the things you could apply for. Do you have this and this that could help you reduce your taxes?
Yep.
If you do this and this and you have a child and you employ them as an employer, then they'd have a tax-free account up to this amount of money and blah 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 blah. Like if you have a car that's this much weight, then
girl.
it
Preach.
you know
This will be
like
another good promo. Keep
there's
going.
so many
Get fired up.
things that you can teach about taxes to save money on taxes.
What other things should they teach in school?
How to be a good person.
You were on such a roll. We were going to let you just go this thing and this
No,
thing
I'm just
and this
very
thing.
strong about taxes because I like. Where do you learn that? Also, where do I apply for a GST number? Where
I can tell you that.
I need that.
You don't have a GST number?
No, not yet.
She does.
I
We're
wasn't.
just
I wasn't.
joking
No,
around.
I wasn't making enough money to need one.
Oh, okay. So, okay. She doesn't. I
Yeah,
wasn't sure if this was a
IRS,
legal
calm down.
conversation. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
CRA.
CRA. See, somebody needs to teach me taxes.
That's the problem. That's very good. The CRA, man, oh man. I went through so many calls with the CRA. And it's gotten to the point too where
Why?
If
Are
you're-
you
if
being
you're-
audited?
no, I'm trying to do my taxes for the first time for a brand new business that no one's ever really tried to do before. So every single thing that we're supposed to fall in category wise, we don't really know where each one goes. We don't know what this does. So everything. And every single person I've talked with at the CRA, the nicest, kindest, most beautiful souls.
That's good.
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, you're supposed to be the bad guy. I'm supposed to be yelling at you right now for making this happen to me. And all I want to do is bring you some tea and crumpets. Like,
Crumpets.
they're being so kind.
Crumpets.
And like every single question they had answers for, they guided me. Like, it was totally unexpected when you
Yeah.
wait 45 minutes to an hour to get on with them.
Yeah, well, I
know?
haven't had to call him yet. Actually, what I wish I still
Nice to have
had
stuff to look forward
was
to.
before I got married, my dad paid his tax guy because he has a farm, right? He's doing big taxes.
Shout out Brooks Road.
Yeah, Brooks Family Farms.
That too.
Anyway, he had his own tax person, and then he would just pay for me and lump me on his so that I could get mine done, and they would do everything for me. And he was like, I'll tell you exactly when you hit the amount of money you need the GTS number
Nailed it.
and whatever else. He said all this stuff, and then as soon
GPS number, is that like a location?
yes it is.
sorry.
Then I married Brad, and in my dad's speech to welcome Brad into the family, he said, "You're in charge of all of our taxes now."
Best day of
And
his life.
it was the best day of his life. He said that.
That was your present to your dad.
Oh my God. And now
And Brad's face.
Brad
goes,
does my taxes.
Oh no.
But he also has never done anything for business before, so we're just struggling through it together.
You know what the best part of all of this is? That all of us, not just us, all of us are going through that right now. That's why I love going live. That's why I love this show. That's why I love this so much. Because we're right in it with you. We're picking up the poop right now, just like you are. We're getting our taxes done, just like you are. We're dealing with potholes, just like you are right
We're
now.
about to vote on Monday.
Just like you, hopefully. Get out and vote. No
Yes.
politics, no religion.
But like
voting
that's
is
all we're saying. Just vote.
very important. Especially in a world like
like
living
we're in right
Oh.
now. Yeah.
LB, why don't you go and give Frankie a little kick there, and we'll make our way.
Finger
into the
Frankie.
Thursday. Only Network Ryan. For some reason, when Network Ryan says it doesn't sound that bad, but when anyone else does, it's like you guys really lean into the wrong sides of it.
You did I just emphasis finger too hard?
Wrong syllable.
I went into the wrong side. Okay, that's what you said. Anyway.
See, Timmy's Matt Young. Kick the show off like he always does on Thursdays. Thank you very much, Tim. He'll be back next week. We're going to work a little more on Uncle Brando's Sega Saturn that he dropped off. But he did inform us that Super Smash Bros. Celebrating his birthday today, along with Duck Hunt, and we were celebrating. Got the Zap Rope. We did a happy birthday Super Smash Bros. Stream that you can go and check out right now as it is captured, and it will be there waiting for you. As long as I got this. Come on now. It's coming. There it is.
Twitch.tv/Dufferin Ave Media.
Nailed it. What she said. You want to toss it up there? Do you want to grab and give it a toss?
Yeah, let's.
All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. See you later.
Oh, so good.
There you go.
Wow.
From Wendy Brooks Media, from Past Our Bedtime podcast, debuted a couple days ago right here on this very network. Lexi, thank you so much for making it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
As well, new viewing room out now. Black Bag, $60 million budget. Still blows my mind. LB and Dragon putting that out for you. Another great episode of The Viewing Room with Adam and Ethan.
Never seen that movie.
Me either. What's it about? Real quick, synopsis.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith with less guns.
Not bad.
Well-
I loved all the guns in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. different. Gotcha. Hey, I
better.
should just watch the full thing instead of the first 10 minutes, hey?
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
All right.
So John Fast, thank you so much for stopping by. As very excited for the stuff we're getting into with him. And so much more. We'll be back tomorrow. The Friday Fun Table will be in the house. Brooksy will not be here. I'll be here for a little bit. We got Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center Heartworks going at TC Place tomorrow night. And then we're Twitch streaming some more. Going to finish off Star Tropics. Thanks to everybody, Smitty and Uncle Brando. All of that tomorrow. We got a lot going on here, girl.
Yes, happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Real quick, thank you again for letting me win. I really appreciate that. Super Smash.
I didn't let him win. I actually just sucked.
Remember, karma's very real. Do good things. They'll start happening to you just like this place. Have an awesome rest of your Thursday.